Hello, my name is Jake Bolam and I'll be your presenter for today. We are a team of graduate students from Kennesaw State University pursuing a master's in information systems. Our team name is Team Kites. It is brought to you by Divya, myself, Samantha, Shalu, Dr. Dominic, and Dr. Monica. So for our current problem, the current state of Georgia emergency process derives from a 911 system to handle both medical emergencies and mental health emergencies. The current system is costly and less efficient use of resources of what it could be with a separate system called a 988 number. The ability to separate mental health calls from 911 calls will assist in fewer hold times for physical emergency callers, improve resource efficiency, and help mental patients be able to get the help they need while minimizing taking at prison holding areas and hospital vacancies. Currently, mental health patients are being sent to jail and are not giving the right treatment. Where the jails are overcrowded and provokes the question of whether certain mental health inmates need to be held in jail or if they could seek help elsewhere. And it's also to reduce the queue of emergency calls on 911. So, how do those most impacted describe the challenge? Well, the Georgia Department of Corrections reports the state prisons on average were at 95% capacity in 2019, while private prisons were at a shocking 99% full capacity on average, and this is from the Georgia Department of Corrections in 2020. The thought of reducing the number of mental health inmates and placing them in facilities where they are getting treatment needed could improve spatialization while also helping reduce overcrowding. In the current system, all mental health emergencies are being attended by 911. Which is increasing the call load and making it difficult for addressing other emergency cases. There is no treatment being offered for mental health conditions of the patients, and putting them in jail is only worsening the situation. According to John Denker, Chief Financial Officer of Atlanta Recovery Center in Kennesaw, a big part of the recovery process is the follow-up. Denker suggests that the 988 process involved not just calling the person to check in after an incident, but to call the family members and even show up for an in-site person visit. He makes a valid point that saying that most people do not answer calls from unknown numbers, so just a follow-up needs to be more than just a phone call. While follow-up site will visit more required resources at the time, it ensures that 988 callers are not overlooked or missed by an ignored call. There are approximately over 115,000 calls made in 911 weekly in Cobb County, among which 1/3 are mental health issues. This is not a good. There is not a good system which can work on these mental health cases, and the people affected will continue to suffer. In the new system, when a person calls a 988 hotline, the call is directed to a local center. The available 988 call attendee will take the call and quickly gather the required information from the person and determine the kind of help they may need. The 988 system sends a help team which consists of a doctor and assistants to location. Based on the 988 system, will collaborate with the 911 system to handle extreme crisis cases. Likewise, any calls related to mental health received by 911 will be transferred to the 988 system. Doctors will treat the patient based on the condition. The help offered can be from the form of counseling, treatments, medication, etc. Based on the need, the patients will be put into regional medical centers, which will be exclusively to deal with all sorts of mental illnesses. Doctors and assistants will use the website to view and update the patient's treatment history and will be able to schedule follow-ups. In the system, along with the patient's info, their immediate relatives or friends' info will be stored so they can be contacted in case of need, in phone consultation or face-to-face consultation. If the doctors see a need, they will be able to call 988 to send help to the patient's address. The new system will not only decrease the call load for 911, but also decrease the costs of cops, sheriffs, cruisers, and fire trucks, fire departments, employees, and so forth, by a huge degree. The 988 systems offer solution to the root of the problem. Putting mental illness patients in jail has only made things worse and for their co-inhabitants. The 988 system will offer the right help and treatment to patients in need, which might decrease repeat offenses. Thank you so much for your time.